Hi. So in previous session we have seen about differential elements, the role of differential element in any coordinate system. We have seen that how can we assign the associated directions to each of the differential element, whether it would be a differential line or differential area. Also we have found the volume and area of various surfaces and objects. Especially we talk about how can we identify area of a circle, area of a sphere or a cylinder, as well as their volumes. So whatever known formulas we have studied, we actually derive with the help of the differential coordinate systems with their respective coordinate systems. Now in today's session we are going to talk about the charge distributions. So in practice we don't have a kind of point charge, so there is no physical existence of point charge. So rather than discussing about point charges, we must consider a charge distribution. So we talk about different charge distributions like line charge distribution, sheet charge distributions, or volume charge distributions. In general, these distributions are not uniform, but for solving a problem where we want to find the electric field, we often assume to be symmetric, okay, and we calculate the electric field. But for precise calculation, we must have the charge distribution, which is a function of space coordinate, and that would give you a more precise information about it. Next, we'll talk about Coulomb's law and its applications. So, the Coulomb's law, which you have studied previously, we are now having the same Coulomb's law, but including the coordinate system and the vector algebra. So, we talk about Coulomb's law, its application, and we also discuss that what are the assumptions associated with the Coulomb's law, under which conditions you cannot apply the Coulomb's law. That also we highlight in this particular session. And at the end we say how can we apply Coulomb's law in presence of multiple point charges. So in such case we can say the Coulomb's law is following the superposition principle, which means it has that homogeneity property and linearity property. Okay, and due to that we can say you can say the Coulomb's law is going to be applied in case of multiple point charges. So that is what we are going to conduct in this session.